In the sprawling universe of Dragon Ball Z, few characters are as endlessly fascinating as Vegeta. Once the prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta is a study in contrasts, pride and power, fear and desire, all wrapped in the armor of royal arrogance. But what drives this proud warrior at his core? To understand Vegeta, we look through the psychological lens of the Enneagram, a tool that maps the 9 fundamental human personality types, each with its unique motivations, fears, and desires. Vegeta seems to embody the Enneagram Type 3, the achiever. Threes are driven by the desire to be successful, admired, and the best in any arena they enter. For Vegeta, this translates into an insatiable need to surpass others, particularly Goku, and to assert his dominance as the ultimate warrior. Yet, beneath this ambition lies a darker fear, the fear of being insignificant or lacking inherent value unless he consistently proves his superiority. This fear propels Vegeta into a relentless cycle of training and combat, where victory is his only validation. Vegeta's core motivation is not merely born from personal ambition, but is deeply intertwined with his formative ecosystem. Raised in the harsh environments of the Saiyan race, and later under the tyrannical rule of Frieza, Vegeta's early life was a crucible that forged his survival strategy. In a world where strength equates to power and power to survival, Vegeta's pride became his shield against humiliation, dispossession, and powerlessness. It's a classic dance with the shadow archetype, where one's darker impulses and fears are masked by external bravado. His relationships further illuminate this dynamic. Under Frieza's oppressive thumb, Vegeta learned that strength could carve out freedom, but also that it could enslave. Frieza rewarded Vegeta's ruthlessness, feeding his need to conquer and crush opposition. Yet, in doing so, Frieza also activated Vegeta's deepest wound, the constant reminder of his dispossession and the loss of his birthright. In contrast, when Vegeta encounters Goku, he meets his mirror and rival, someone who challenges him not through cruelty, but through sheer relentless potential. Goku sees Vegeta's mask and, knowingly or not, offers a path to repair through mutual respect and camaraderie. Chronologically, Vegeta's arc is a testament to his evolving motivations. From his initial arrival on Earth, driven by a singular quest for power, to his eventual acceptance of Earth as home and his family as its core, every turning point in Vegeta's journey links back to his core motive: the battle against insignificance. Over time, the relentless comparison with Goku morphs from a destructive obsession to a driving force for personal growth. We witness this transformation most poignantly in his relationship with Bulma and their son Trunks. In Bulma, Vegeta finds not just a partner who loves him despite his flaws, but a grounding force that gradually softens his sharp edges. Their dynamic marks a shift from endless comparison to a chosen responsibility, where Vegeta begins to integrate his shadow, recognizing that true strength lies not just in power, but in protection and sacrifice. The presence of Beerus, the god of destruction, further complicates Vegeta's psyche. Beerus's casual indifference to Vegeta's pride is a stark reminder of the vastness of power and the universe's indifference to his personal struggles. Yet, instead of breaking him, these encounters push Vegeta towards growth, challenging his long-held perceptions of strength. As Vegeta grapples with his inner demons, we are left to wonder, what survival rules do we ourselves live by? The Enneagram teaches us that the strategies we adopt in childhood to protect ourselves can become cages if left unchecked. Vegeta's journey invites us to question whether our own pride or fears might be hiding deeper insecurities, and whether these strategies still serve us. Are we, like Vegeta, driven by a fear of insignificance, and if so, can we transform that fear into something greater? In this reflection lies the universality of Vegeta's story. As he learns to balance his inner drive with a sense of chosen responsibility, we too are challenged to reevaluate our motivations. In doing so, perhaps we can find a path to our own growth, where pride is not a mask but a commitment to something greater than ourselves. In the tapestry of Vegeta's character arc, the tension between his Enneagram Type 3 tendencies, his relentless pursuit of success and validation, and the softer influence of Type 4's desire for authenticity and meaning creates a rich narrative landscape. This duality is exemplified in his interactions with Trunks, where Vegeta's initially detached parenting style gradually gives way to moments of vulnerability and pride. Consider the moment when Trunks first demonstrates his burgeoning Saiyan powers. Vegeta's initial response is rooted in his Type 3's competitive nature, seeing in his son not just a legacy, but a reflection of his own worth. Yet, as he watches Trunks grow, a shift occurs. The pride he feels is not solely from Trunks' strength, but from the boy's inherent goodness, a quality that Vegeta himself has struggled to embrace. This evolution highlights Vegeta's shadow integration, as theorized by Jungian psychology. The shadow, the aspects of ourselves we deny or repress, looms large in Vegeta's life, represented by his ruthless Saiyan past. Yet, through his family, he begins to acknowledge these darker elements, not as a source of shame, but as a part of his complex identity. By confronting this shadow, he steps towards individuation, the process of becoming more authentically himself. The presence of Goku continues to serve as both a rival and a mirror, reflecting Vegeta's insecurities, yet also his potential. In the archetypal dance, Goku embodies the hero, eternally optimistic and driven by pure-hearted motivations, while Vegeta oscillates between shadow and trickster, challenging and subverting the status quo. Yet, there's an intriguing shift as Vegeta occasionally assumes the mentor role, especially in his guidance of Trunks and his reluctant respect for Goku's wisdom. In the broader ecosystem of the Dragon Ball universe, Vegeta's story is not just about individual growth, but about relational dynamics. His interactions with characters like Piccolo and Krillin, who once were enemies or rivals, evolve into alliances built on mutual respect. These bonds show Vegeta's growth from isolation to community, a journey from solitary ambition to shared purpose. One telling moment is his sacrifice during the battle against Majin Buu. Here, Vegeta confronts his deepest fear, insignificance, and transforms it into sacrifice, choosing the well-being of Earth over his personal vendetta. This act of selflessness signifies a critical point on his Enneagram growth path, where personal achievement gives way to a commitment to others, aligning with the healthier aspects of his Type 3 and Type 2, the helper, who finds fulfillment in supporting those he loves. Vegeta's story also serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and pride. His initial arrival on Earth, marked by arrogance and a disdain for weakness, contrasts sharply with his later realization that true strength is multifaceted, encompassing both physical power and emotional resilience. This realization is pivotal, revealing the Enneagram's wisdom that our greatest strengths are often our greatest weaknesses in disguise, and true growth lies in balance. As the narrative unfolds, we see Vegeta grappling with the universal human condition, our search for meaning and place in the world. His journey from a prince of a lost race to a guardian of Earth echoes the timeless quest to find our own sense of belonging. Through Vegeta, we confront the question, can we embrace our past and our flaws, not as burdens, but as integral parts of our story? In the end, Vegeta's transformation is a testament to the power of redemption and the resilience of the human spirit. It reminds us that while we may be driven by fear and pride, it is our capacity for change, our choice to rise above our limitations, that defines us. Vegeta's journey is not just a tale of rivalry and combat, but a profound exploration of identity, purpose, and the enduring struggle to become the best version of ourselves. Through his trials and triumphs, we are invited to reflect on our own narratives, to confront our shadows, and perhaps to find a path forward that leads to a deeper, more authentic connection with ourselves and the world around us.